Welcome to the 2023 World Para Ice Hockey Championships April. We're excited to be here in Oslo at the Oslo Event Center for the first ever World Para Ice Hockey Championships to take place on Canadian soil. Over the next week, we hope to witness some spectacular sporting action put on by world-class athletes here in the ice. On behalf of World Para Ice Hockey, I would like to thank Hockey Canada as the organizing committee for all the work they have done to make this event possible. We also want to give our thanks to all the partners and to the city of Oslo and the province of Saskatchewan for their support. Last but not least, I would like to thank the politics and officials. The sport will not be able to live and grow if it weren't for your continuous support and effort. To the teams and the athletes, I wish you the best of luck. I hope you will enjoy your time in Oslo and that you have a great tournament. I now declare the Oslo 2023 World Para Ice Hockey Championship in April open. Thank you.
It's Canada's notorious city and a historic downtown Moose Jaw for Germany and Finland on day one of the Para Ice Hockey World Championships. From Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan, Canada, the Germans are back in Pool A. The Norwegians trying to get back to prominence too. Germany, Norway in the final game of day one here in Moose Jaw. Alongside Jamie Neugebauer, Darren DuPont with you here as we say a pleasant good evening wherever you're watching from tonight. Germany, Norway on what's been a great opening day, Nugsy. It started with the Czechs defeating Korea 3-0 in the early game. You and I were here just hours ago for China's explosive 10-1 win over the Italians, and now tonight it's Norway and Germany.
Yeah, these are two teams behind us, Darren, that are looking to set a marker like the Chinese did yesterday. Of course, you mentioned it, the Germans back in the A pool. The Norwegians missed out on the Paralympics, last time. So both countries looking to set a standard for themselves and for their programs, and it's a big one for these two teams in their pool tonight. It's probably the biggest game of their pool right away. So there's no time for either of them to wade into the waters tonight.
No Canada, no USA on day one, but still a vibe here in Moose Jaw. There was a great turnout for the afternoon game, plenty of Chinese supporters. Tonight, a wonderful ceremony paying respects to the community and getting all of the representatives from each of the teams out here as you get a look at the Norwegians getting set to go here in this game tonight. So when we've had such a great start to the tournament, the 7-day event, what's left for the nightcap?
Well, it should be very interesting. Look, there's whatever team you're watching in this tournament, there's going to be an elite talent, and Odin Bakke is a big one, and that man right there is a huge element for Norway. The longtime coach of Canada out of Saskatoon, Kenneth Babby, is on the bench for Norway now in his first A-Pool tournament with the Norwegians. The Germans, Lucas Sklors, you see him on the back end, one of the elite talented offensive defensemen in the world of para hockey. He is very good. He plays a lot as well. Number 69 for Germany. Andreas
Picorni is the German head coach. You see him there, and talk more about these two coaches and the jobs they're doing with their respective programs. But we are set and ready to go. Your referee tonight is Matt Fergenbaum. He's Canadian. Brendan Lewis, the linesman from the USA, and Lari Nittila from Finland is the other linesman as we get set and ready to go here tonight. Ulla Oiset on the face-off against Bas Disveld. The Norwegians win it, and they'll get it all the way in deep. Right on goal for an early stop by their goaltender Simon Kunst, the starting netminder for Team Germany. Down at the other end of the ice, Andreas Sundt is in goal for Norway as we're underway in the third game of the day and the final one on day one of the World Para Ice Hockey Championships. Here's a quick chance in front. 2 whacks at it. And Bakke with a great chance for Norway right away. Unable to find the back of the net. We got our first stoppage, Jamie.
Our first stoppage, and you get a good look at the most dangerous man on the ice for Norway quickly there. Odin Bakke in the midst of things, number 22 in red. He's been a defenseman a lot over his time with the Norwegian national team. Listed as a forward here in this event, and very interesting to see how he handles defending, but very, very talented guy. Scored 4 goals in the 2021 World Championships in the Czech Republic, or in Czechia, pardon me, where the Norwegians needed offense and he provided it, and playing some forward here in this event.
Renhack took a little bit of a body check along the wall, kept that puck alive here. And now Lucas Sklores to the blue line, not out. That's held in by Nordstoga. Germany will flip this right through the neutral zone. Giving chase after it is Frank Renhack. He collides with Jan Roger Klakig. And the Norwegians away to center ice. Pass in the left wing for Odin Bakke. As you mentioned, Bakke led all defensemen in scoring at the last World Championships in Ostrava with those 4 goals. At the line, that's broken up. And potentially a break for Herring. Bernhard Herring of Germany. Walking right in, shoots and scores! The Germans strike first, Bernhard Herring. And it's 1-0.
And all the play in the German zone to start. Great goaltending being done by Kunst, and then how often do you see it? A couple great saves at one end turns into a chance at the other. The Norwegians nowhere to be seen, and a great finish by Bernhard Herring right there. And that's the perfect start for Germany. They know, Darren, they're going to face some pressure. They're going to face some shots. They got to take advantage of their opportunities, and they did it right there. No trouble. Great start for the Germans.
Well, it comes a minute 41 into the hockey game, and just jumping on a loose puck, and Bernhard Herring has speed and made no mistake on the finish. So now Germany back on the attack. Stretch pass. Klakig coming back defensively for Norway to help out. But a decent opportunity. Now in a long shot in. That goes high and wide. A shot in by Victor Kronenberg. Now back at the hash marks. Comes back out towards the blue line, and Germany will start their own breakout. Long feed ahead and cleared all the way in. Lounstein will head off on a change after sending that puck in deep, and allows Norway to work out to center ice. Jan Roger Klakig. Klakig to the right wing. Shot from the outside. That whistles wide on the short side. Solberg keeps the puck in. Klakig to the front of the net. And we got our first penalty call. It's going to go to Germany for interference.
And we're going to show you some nice puck movement through the neutral zone. When the defensive team is really clumped up in a little bit of a shell, you can see some nice puck movement quickly here by the Norwegians. Look how fast they got it up from their own zone into the offensive zone, into a scoring opportunity right there. But that great play turned into a power play. How often do you see that too? The other team is scrambling, and Nordstoga got an opportunity to pull the trigger, and the German trying to catch up behind the play. Renhack right there, or pardon me, the goal scorer Herring trying to catch up to the play right there, decided to interfere with an opponent. And just a beautiful job though by the Norwegians of bypassing a very tightly packed and passive German defensive posture.
Bernhard Herring, in the box for interference. So the first time we'll see the Norway power play. And they'll start from the German zone. Ulla Oyset in to take this draw against Frank Renhack. Oyset out with Sulberg, who's in front of the goal right now. Scramble draw, and the Germans will clear it all the way down the ice. Good active stick by Robert Pabst. And he clears the zone. Now to center ice. Sent right back in once again. Radler in the neutral zone. Norway having trouble setting things up here on the power play. Renhack to center, and Bakke onto it now for Norway. Quickly drop that puck off. Oyset. Right wing now, they'll get the power play set up. Odin Bakke. Bakke down low. That's broken up, but it comes back to Bakke at the blue line. Bakke spinning off some pressure. Nordstoga left it there. Oyset fakes the pass, now opens up a lot of space. Oyset into the high slot, lets a shot go up over top of the goal. Ulla Oyset had some time. Now finally Germany will relieve some pressure with 49 seconds left on the power play. Stretch pass out of the reach of Sulberg, and Germany will clear it back down.
And no surprise, pardon me, that the Germans, very good penalty killing team, only allowed 2 goals against on 14 times shorthanded at the B-Pool World Championships back in 2021, and the Norwegian power play really struggled in 2021 in the A-Pool, only 1 for 10.
Oyset shot on goal, that was blocked on the way through, and it's cleared back out to center ice. Oyden Bakke on it now, being pressured by Renhack. Left it there for Nordstoga. Up across the blue line. He's got some time. Sends it cross ice. Shot on goal off the goal post. Great feed. Now a second opportunity, and that's going to not find the mark. Lindgrot with 2 great chances for Norway, and we're going to get an offside call just outside the blue line as the penalties expired. Germany back to even strength, but Alexander Lindgrot with a really good chance on that last opportunity.
Yeah, great shot by the very, very young 19-year-old Lindgrot. Good to be lucky to be good, though, for the German goaltender there, Simon Kunst. But Lindgrot, Darren, a 2003 birth year, he can be a big part of this Norwegian team for a long time.
He really will be. Cruikshank in the corner for Norway. On the loose puck. One thing you'll notice in this event is a discrepancy in age. You'll see some young budding superstars, and you'll see some veterans too.
Well, we see a 19-year-old star here for Norway, and we had a 53-year-old goalie for Italy last game, so there you have it.
Morten Varnus, the lead feed. Broken up, Herring. Across center ice, he'll send it all the way in. Herring open to scoring for the Germans. 1:41 into the period. We're just past the 6-minute mark. Now a centering feed. Breaking right in. Oh, and a great chance. Lowenstein, and then lays a big check. We're going to get a penalty call here against Germany. And it's a roughing penalty. You can't check with your hands. And so back to the power play will be the Norwegians.
And we saw it pretty clear right in front of the referee, kind of threw his check down. Did Cooley Lowenstein. Look at the referee there from Thornhill, Ontario, Canada, just north of Toronto, Matt Fergenbaum. And in the penalty box, there is Herring on his goal. What a bullet over Sundt. And couldn't put it any better.
Culligan Water isn't just a name. It's a promise to put you and your loved ones first. Because with cleaner, softer water, you can feel confident about your water. Culligan Water has been the local water expert since 1936, when we pioneered the water softener. We've continued delivering unmatched service by meeting you where you are, whether it's where you live or where you work. And your satisfaction has always been our greatest reward. But that's not all. Culligan Water offers a responsible and economical alternative to the waste created from single-use plastic bottles. Our systems make it easier to preserve the planet, its landscapes, and its oceans. Because at the heart of everything Culligan Water does is a commitment to provide better water for a better world.
Second power play underway for Norway. They trail the Germans 1-0 here in the opening period. And the opener for both these teams at the World Para Ice Hockey Championships. Now Bakke working his way in, lets a shot go as he took a check. And we're going to get a short stoppage as Lucas Sklores had stepped up, made the check, and we'll get a face-off inside the German zone here. 1:25 to go on the power play.
Two of the elite players in the tournament colliding right there. Whew. Bakke and Sklores full ahead, steam ahead here, and nothing dirty about it, but they did blow it dead.
Yeah, just got tangled up a little bit with each other and take the break, get everybody back to where they need to be. Germany will clear the zone. Minute and 11 seconds to go on the power play. Norway's got to start from deep inside their own zone. Nordstoga up ahead. Knut Andre Nordstoga is the Norwegian captain. We've seen him on the ice a lot already. Now Bakke on the left wing, centering feed, the one-time shot stopped. Puck is loose. Where is it? And finally, it'll get covered up by Simon Kunst, as Lloyd Remy Solberg was right on the doorstep with a chance.
And look at that vision by Bakke through the seam from our angle and from, on the television or computer screen that you're watching. That looks like an easy pass through the seam, but there's a lot of legs and sleds in the way. What a great pass by Bakke, and a really good save by Kunst. I'm not sure that the Norwegian recipient got every bit of that, but what a beautiful pass by Bakke, showing me why he's one of the elite players in the world.
Ulla Oiset, great chance, and stopped by Kunst. Oiset on the face-off after a long battle was able to pull that puck free. And now we'll get a hand pass situation, so the face-off will come outside the line, but nice job by Oiset on that draw to create a scoring chance.
And Ulla Oiset is a guy that the Norwegians really need. As you get a look at him right there to put some pucks in the net. Offense has not been easy for them to come by. They've done a nice job limiting the opposition in meaningful games lately, but putting pucks is hard into the net, and Oiset as well as Bakke have been very, very central to that for the Norwegians the last little while.
10 seconds left here on the penalty to Lowenstein. Norway, Oiset lets a shot go. That was deflected by Hugo Radler on the way through. Oiset at the blue line. Held that puck in. Still tied up. Oiset can't get the puck in deep, and Germany is going to clear this down the ice, but the penalty's over, so that's an icing call. No, they're going to beat out the icing call. Lowenstein gets there out of the penalty box. And onto the ice. Radler holding the puck in. Lets a shot go wide on the near side. Bakke on it for Norway. On the near side, Martin Hamra. Long cross ice feed for Ulla Oiset. Center ice. Broken up by Ingo Cooley. Lowenstein walks in, shot on goal. That's stopped. And we'll get the play blown dead. The faceoff will come outside. We've got a Norwegian down on the ice in a little bit of pain.
Yeah, big collision, and it's Oiset, the man I was talking about. He got smoked by Hugo Radler in the middle of the ice, and you just hope he's okay. He got absolutely crunched and had no idea where Radler was. And Radler, to his credit, skated by and gave him a little bit of a tap. But he lay on the ice and didn't move Darren for a while. So you just hope that he's okay. But so far, 2 power plays for Norway have yielded little. But of course, right now, the bigger concern is Ulla Oiset for the Norwegians.
Well, a good look at the Norwegian bench, and good round of applause for Ulla Oiset, part of that 2018 Paralympic team. Last time that Norway was at the Paralympics, so he'll get a little bit of help off. I'm not sure if he'll be able to return to the game tonight. Get some attention on the Norwegian bench. You talked about Ken Babby, that head coach of Norway, coming over from the Canadian program where he won world championship with the Canadians in 2017 and a couple of silvers at the 2018 and 2022 Paralympic Games. Really trying to invigorate the Norwegian program.
Absolutely, out of Saskatoon too, so I'm sure he's happy to be home.
We're going to step aside. 1-0, the Germans lead Norway here in the first period in the World Para Ice Hockey Championships.
So I got another parking ticket. Play 92, number 1 for throwbacks.
It's Connor for Play 92. We'll catch you later.
Is it time to take your event online? Bring it to IKS Live. We've got a fully customized virtual event platform with remote guest support for your next fundraiser, talk show, conference, performance, and more. IKS Live offers live streaming to Facebook Live and YouTube and pre-recorded capabilities, both in our studio with green screen available and on location with pre-production and post-production services. Visit us at ikslive.ca.
Back in Moose Jaw, here's a chance for Norway, who trailed the Germans 1-0 here in the final game of the night. Inside 5.5 minutes to go in the first period. The puck comes to the German goaltender, Simon Kunst. He's going to hang on for a stoppage here, but it's been a back and forth. Norway seems to control most of the play in this opening period. They're leading on the shot clock 6-3, but yet, Jamie, it's the Germans that have the 1-0 lead.
Yeah, just one chance really for the Germans on Andreas Sundt, but it's all they needed because it was a clear-cut breakaway. And I mentioned the Germans' very, very good penalty-killing team. And you remember that 2 for 14, that included games against the Chinese at that B-Pool tournament in Sweden that the Germans earned promotion to this tournament. So they can kill a penalty, this German team, that's for sure.
That was their only loss in that World Championship, was to the Chinese. And earlier today, they put up double digits in goals in their win over Italy. So it will be fun to see how this pool sorts itself out. Tomorrow we'll see the heavyweights, Canada and the U.S., although they won't meet each other till later in the tournament. But they're both on the ice tomorrow, making their World Championship debuts here at this event in Moose Jaw. And now the puck tied up long enough that the whistle will come, and the face-off will be inside the German zone after a good board battle. And it was Martin Hamre, the Norwegian, against a couple of German defenders doing the work down low.
Yeah, Bas Disveld was in there for Germany. They were hacking and whacking away at each other for a long time and trying to get Matt Fergenbaum, the referee, to blow the whistle. There, he just wanted to keep the game going, though. It was quite a vicious little battle there against the boards.
That's the 4th time. Oh, shot off the post. Second chance, and that's going to squeak out the far side. Klakegg let the shot go, and it went right off the goal post. Now Oiset long shot. I was going to say it's the 4th time in this game we've seen Ulla Oiset on a face-off against Frank Renak. And Oiset's had the better of him so far in the first period. Puck sent down. Schrader trying to get to it and can't beat out the icing. Felix Schrader, one of those players to watch in this hockey game, couldn't beat the icing call out, but man, Norway came close.
Yeah, Felix Schrader, 16 points in 5 games in the B pool, but Klockleg with a bullet from the point forced a couple of stops from Simon Kunst, as well as that one through a crowd. Great camera work right there, and Kunst was
now
scrambling.
Bakke off the draw, and he scores. The shot from Odin Bakke, and the Norwegians have drawn even.
And we said that Bakke was an important piece for this Norwegian team, and just got into a crowd of 4 white jerseys and snapped it home. What a bullet that was. Kunst with a lot of traffic in front. That's how you beat a hot goalie. Great shot low along the ice underneath Kunst. And it's 1-1, and hard to argue, Darren, that the Norwegians didn't deserve it with all the offensive zone time they had.
It's their 8th shot on goal in the first period, and they've drawn even with the Germans. And for Odin Bakke, he's really been buzzing around the net. Victor Kronberg now sends the puck in. Alexander Lindgrot in a battle down low. Jan-Malk Berlag still tied up. Sent around the near boards. Klockeg's not going to keep this in. And an opportunity to clear. Kronberg again. Collided with his own teammate. Creates a turnover in the neutral zone. It's sent all the way back in by Lucas Sklors. Germany holding the puck in now. Berlagi trying to walk right in. Can't get the shot away. And it's sent back through the neutral zone. Sklors now circling back for the Germans. Off the wall. Behead for Schrader. Sends that puck in deep. Race for it. It'll be won by Martin Varnes. Varnes with a little bit of help. And good to see Ulla Oiset back on the ice for Norway after taking the collision earlier this period and going off in, I would say, a lot of discomfort. Now with speed, Varnes to center. Dishes it off the right wing side. Nordstoga down low for Oiset. Oiset turns, fires, and he'll miss on the near side. He had Odin Bakke at the front of the net. Sulberg leaves it there for Bakke. To Sulberg. Back to Bakke on the side of the goal. Kunst knocked that away. Now, centering feed. Oiset lets the shot go. That's blocked in traffic. Puck still loose in there. Where is it? They still dig away at it. Finally, Bakke leaves it there for Oiset. In the corner, Bakke. Another collision with Radler. You go Radler, left it in back of the goal now. Berlagi will get it to the blue line, and it will come out to center ice. Schrader with some speed now as we're approaching the final minute of the opening period. Schrader's shot sails in and high. Felix Schrader has had a couple of chances now for Germany as they're starting to find their legs and they're skating. Inside 1 minute to go in the opening period. Sulberg left it there for Bakke. And now the Germans. Lohenstein. Schrader's going to beat the icing out here into the corner. He can really skate. They couldn't find the loose puck, and Norway will escape to center ice. Feed up ahead. That was in behind the intended target in Sulberg. 25 seconds to go in the first. Radler inside the blue line. Germany's found some energy here at the end of the period.
Tell you
5
what, though,
seconds.
sorry, Darren. Tell you what, they're trying to tear a strip off each other, though. They are crushing each other out there.
And there's another hit right at the buzzer. So the physical play starting to ramp up, and so is the speed. And a great cheer after one period of play. Not much separating Norway and Germany. Tied at 1 through 1. Here in Moose Jaw, the World Para Ice Hockey Championships.
Is it time to take your event online? Bring it to IKS Live. We've got a fully customized virtual event platform with remote guest support for your next fundraiser, talk show, conference, performance, and more. IKS Live offers live streaming to Facebook Live and YouTube and pre-recorded capabilities, both in our studio with green screen available and on location with pre-production and post-production services. Visit us at ikslive.ca.
My window's like a mirrored reflection. I have to steer you in the right direction. I have to trust that we can find a way.
On every trip, you can depend on Esso to be the place between places, connecting you to what's next.
Good morning! So I got another parking ticket. Play 92, number 1 for throwbacks.
It's Kyler for Play 92. We'll catch you later.
It's your online portal to all things Moose Jaw. It's everything, all in one location. Find it all at discovermoosejaw.com.
Mission Control, can we access the internet through that satellite?
Confirming, GEO satellite is internet capable.
Why do you ask?
Hello?
Are you streaming music right now?
What y'all trying to do? to run. 620 CKRM. Scores! Jägerbomb!
In his first Paralympic Games for Canada. Here comes James Dunn with his first Paralympic goal. Like he's been doing it all his life.
Moose Jaw, and the site for Game 3 on day 1 of the World Para Ice Hockey Championships. Alongside Jamie Neugebauer, I'm Darren DuPont. An entertaining opening period, Jamie. The Germans got out to an early lead, but Norway really battled back and tilted the ice.
Yeah, the Norwegians, you know, they had a lot of possession in the offensive zone time, Darren. But clearly there's a lot of familiarity between the Norwegian team and the German team. They do not like each other. They are trying to hurt each other. It has been physical, it has been heavy, and it has been hard. And it's been, to be honest, Darren, kind of Canadian-style hockey that we like it out here. Just trying to crush each other. I was speaking to a Norwegian coach a second ago, and he said, yeah, we know each other real well. It's going to get it even worse out there. Don't you worry. And I think that is really borne out. Certainly, I think there's maybe a slight edge in skill right now for the Norwegians, but they have found a way to tie it up, and the Germans are not backing down. It's been a fun 20 minutes here in Moose Jaw.
Herring opened the scoring for Germany on a breakaway, really got the speed going, but then Norway tilted it. But at the end of that period, Germany seemed to find their skating a little bit and tighten things up, despite just the 3 shots on goal in that first period.
Well, a big piece of it there for the Norwegians is that they were on the power play. They weren't able to score on that those 2 power plays at the same time, Darren. That meant that the Germans weren't able to put their best players out there as much. Felix Schrader didn't have as many opportunities out there on the ice because of that. As we look at the highlights, and Odin Baquet's opportunities were plentiful. He had about 3 or 4 good scoring chances. Here's the goal. Hernig with a beautiful shot over the right arm there of Sunt. Not much anybody could do about that on a clear breakaway, unassisted. One of the few clear-cut opportunities for the Germans in that opening frame, but you can see what it means to him to get that early goal and allow the Germans to get into their game, get defensive, get steady, get solid and structured. But when you have talent like the Norwegians do, they're going to find opportunities. You see the post right there by Lindgrot, and forced a number of saves from Kunst right after that as well, as he was really good in the German net. Big scrambles. Every time there was a frozen puck, there was all sorts of collisions. And finally, right after an icing too, by the way, Darren, this goal happened. on the ensuing face-off. Slightly tired group of Germans, and the right man in the right spot for the Norwegians. Bakke getting a shot off. They gave the goal to Solberg. Gave him credit. I guess he tipped it on the way through, but the Norwegians don't care, Darren, and hard to argue that with an 8-3 shot total and a lot of offensive zone time, the Norwegians deserved to get the goal there.
Oh, German flag, some fans watching here tonight. They're ranked 7th in the world, are the Germans, and Norway, they'd like a little bit more for the effort they put in that opening period. They led on the shot clock 8-3. They're the number 5 ranked team in the world, but it was a busy period for Simon Kuntz, that man right there. He stopped 7 of 8 shots, so getting a little tense for the German fans here this evening. In a 1-1 hockey game. Second period's underway. Tomorrow, Norway back on the ice against China, while Germany will enjoy the day off. Maybe a chance to see what Moose Jaw has to offer.
A little bit of a different opponent for Norway with the high-flying, speedy Chinese. Germans very physical, want to play them kind of at their own game, that trench warfare, as it were. But we saw that you got to try to find a way to slow down the Chinese, and maybe hitting them is the way. And clearly neither of these teams afraid of the physical game.
Face-off inside the Norwegian zone. Controlled by Morten Varnes. Varnes around the wall for Bakke, and he sends it all the way down. And a race forward is Solberg. Lloyd Remy Solberg battling after it. Robert Paps down there for Germany. Puck comes to the blue line. Bakke can't hold it in. And Bakke will send it all the way down. Relich got the puck out to center ice for the Germans, and they'll send it all the way in. The goaltender Sunt out and left it there, but a turnover. Oh, just off the end of the stick of Jörg Vedda. Up ahead, the center. Oiset going to make a move around Radler, and a nice defensive play by the German defenseman Hugo Radler. More from Norway, Solberg. As they chase after it, he's out there with Ulo Oiset. Solberg and Oiset give and go. It's Oiset turning in the circle. Shot! Blockered away, and a great save by Kunst. There was a lot of net open. Germany relieving a little bit of pressure. Varnes up ahead for Solberg. Cross ice pass to Bakke. Bakke with Oiset giving chase to the loose puck, and it's poked ahead to center ice. Varnes will regroup here for Norway. Under a little bit of pressure from Bernhard Herring, who's got the lone German goal here this evening. On the left wing side now with speed is Nordstoga. In the left wing corner, he's got Solberg going to the net. Walks out, the shot stopped by Kunst. Tried to tuck it between the goaltender and the post, but Andre Nordstoga is stopped on the Norway opportunity.
Yeah, and Simon Kunst has been excellent. He's a big boy in there, and the net covers a lot of the net. And Nordstoga, you mentioned, he can rip a puck. Tried to go short angle. I think good job by Kunst of holding that post and not giving up a rebound too, with some red bodies waiting for that loose change. By the way, I have to mention Lauri Nittila, 30 years of age, one of the linesmen here today out of Finland. Happy birthday to Mr. Nittila. The referee, Matt Fergenbaum, sent me the message, so he said make sure you shout out the linesman Nittila today. So happy birthday. There you go.
How about that? Happy birthday. Now, don't miss the offside call.
Yeah.
Hey, got one. How about that? Right there, the offside call. We'll get the face-off back in the neutral zone. So, yeah, happy 30th birthday, and what a nice treat to be able to be here working the World Championships on your birthday. Like to see that.
I mean, no better place than Moose Jaw to spend your birthday.
Oh, you're talking about that. The Germans got the day off tomorrow. They call it the Notorious City, Canada's Notorious City. That goes back to a lot of the underground work and the ties to the mob and Al Capone.
Allegedly.
And maybe they'll get into the tunnels that run between here. And there's a lot of rich history in the city of Moose Jaw and a beautiful, characteristic downtown for all the athletes and fans and team members to enjoy. They picked a great host for these World Championships as you get an icing call against the Germans. Also home to the world-famous Snowbirds here in Moose Jaw, the aerobatic Canadian flight team that tour all over the world.
That's right. And of course, home of the Moose Jaw Warriors. You just see their beautiful rink here, the Moose Jaw Event Center of the Western Hockey League, the under-20 league here in Canada, and Western Canada specifically. An excellent league. As you can see, a beautiful rink for an under-20 team.
Always set now for Norway. They work in the offensive zone into the slot. That puck poked off the stick of Odin Baki. And Germany will get the puck, well, to the line. Baki will send it right back in. Sulberg first on it. Lloyd Remy Sulberg throws that puck right through the slot, out the other side. On it for Germany is Bas Disveld. Disveld has it tied up. He'll go in back of the net. Lucas Sklores skates after it. Sklores takes a bump from Bake. But the puck does come out to center ice. Spinning back is Jörg Vedda. Now ahead. Over center ice. Left wing side with some speed. A long shot in. Goes in wide. And Kuhle Lorenstein. Played 4.5 minutes of the second period. Score remains tied at 1. Long feed broken up in the neutral zone by Hugo Radler for Germany. Now Uysa for Sulberg. Here comes Sulberg. Lloyd Remy Sulberg. He takes a hard bump. Claque coming in to help out. To the line. Uysa. He's knocked off the loose puck. Another good battle after it, and the Germans will get it up to center. Inside 10 minutes to go now here in the second period. At the World Para Ice Hockey Championships, we play 15-minute periods. As Ulla Uysa drops it off. Good stick handling. Delayed penalty call coming here against Germany. And as Bernard Ehring touches the puck, we'll get the penalty call and also a timeout. So Norway's headed to the power play. We're deadlocked at 1. Chance to jump ahead. Close call here for the Norwegian captain, but we're tied at 1 in Moose Jaw.
In style with new offers from Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC. Costco is back, and eligible members can receive a $750 bonus on select trucks and full-size SUVs. Step into the powerful 2022 Chevy Silverado or 2022 GMC Sierra 1500 with low financing rates starting at 1.49% for up to 72 months. Drive in comfort and style with the versatile 2023 Equinox and 2023 Terrain, featuring standard heated seats, advanced safety features, and a modern infotainment system with Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. Or opt for the spacious and refined 2023 Buick Enclave with standard all-wheel drive starting from as low as 2.99% financing. Don't miss out on these limited-time offers. Visit us today to experience the thrill of driving a new Chevrolet, Buick, or GMC.
Norway's going to their third power play so far of the hockey game. It's the second time that Bernard Ehring's been in the penalty box. Puck comes back to Uysa. His shot goes wide in the near side. Another penalty coming to the Germans. So touch the puck here. And they're going to get called on the tee. So it's a 5-on-3 for a minute 47.
And just like in the first period, Darren, penalty trouble a problem for the Germans. It's a double problem because, of course, you're given the dangerous Norwegian team, the likes of Odin Bakke and company, good opportunities to score. It's also meaning that we haven't seen a lot of Felix Schrader getting to do what he does. But big moment in the game right now.
Minute 43 of two-man advantage time. Back door, and the puck goes just wide. Great chance from Lindgrot. The Germans will clear the zone. Alexander Lindgrot with an excellent chance. Orton Varnes with a great feed. Odin Bakke now in the breakout. Up ahead for Oiset. Ulla Oiset. Good protection of the puck into the slot. Comes back out. Bakke can't get the shot away. And a penalty called to Norway. It's going to be interference. So a great chance negated. And that'll do it for the two-man advantage.
Beautiful passing play there. And didn't score, and then interference called. It's the first penalty of the game called against the Norwegians as Varnes being called. But a beautiful little passing play between a bunch of Norwegians there. And Morten Varnes, who was part of the silver medal winning team at the Torino Paralympics back when the game was first introduced to the Paralympics. There you see the passing play. Bakke, Varnes, and Lindgrot backdoor just missed.
Left side, Odin Bakke now. Sharp angle, stopped by Kunst, and he'll pounce on the rebound. We'll play 54 more seconds of 4-on-3 power play time for Norway before a little bit of 4-on-4 and then a short German power play to wrap things up here.
What
on
a
the special teams. Yeah, what a shot.
Odin Bakke. Look, he's one of the real shooters here. Doesn't matter if he's playing D. He's played D at the point on the Norwegian power play, but doesn't matter if he's playing forward too. And here in this 4-on-4 situation, Darren, they are electing to put him as a defenseman, and it's a very nice situation for the Norwegians to have a guy that can go back and forth between forward and D, because you know that if he's in his own zone, he's not going to be in trouble. But obviously, Odin Bakke is a real problem on the offensive zone as well.
Now working the zone, comes to Bakke. He's going to be patient. Drops it off. Oiset, long shot. And that was stopped by Kunst once again. Lindgrot was working in too, and this group of Lindgrot, Oiset, Bakke, and Nordstoga are doing great work on the Norway power play.
So look here in the middle of the ice, this little interchange between those three. Nice little passing play between them. And in the end, it created a good scoring chance. But clearly there's chemistry between those three. Lots of big ice on the 4-on-3 as well.
Germany will clear the zone. Send it all the way down. 20 seconds left here on the 4-on-3. There's a hard check in the corner. Seeing more of the physical play. Bakke now. Up ahead for Nordstoga. Sent all the way in. Knut Andre Nordstoga, the captain of the Norwegian team, as Germany will clear the zone. First penalty is over to Herning. Herring out and now applying a little bit of pressure. 3 seconds to go on the final German power play, and a 38-second power play they'll go to. It's their first power play and a chance right in front. So Norway now 0 for 4 in the power play. Germany now in the breakout. 16 seconds to go on the man advantage. Cross ice feed that was in behind Bernard Ehring. Under a little bit of pressure, Jörg Vedda. He took a bump. Radler. Oh, nice little nifty stick work. Across the blue line, 3-on-1. Centering feed, and it's broken up by the captain, Nordstoga. Sends the long lead feed in for Bakke. Bakke for Oyseth. Oyseth tried to feed that through a crowd. Blocked on the way through. 6:12 to go in the period. Germany's got to find a way to play in the Norwegian zone. Just one shot on goal in this period. Their best chance was that 3-on-1 just a few moments ago, but they couldn't connect. Now Klake plays it forward. Solberg, it was behind him. They'll get the puck in deep anyway. Norway completing a line change. Puck out to center. Jörg Vedda plays it cross ice. This is going to be a delayed offside here against the Germans. Banked off the wall. 5.5 minutes to go in the second. If Germany can keep this game tied at 1, you'd have to think that's a big momentum boost heading into the period, the way the ice has been tilted here in the second. Down inside the Norway zone now. Kuhle Lowenstein. Good battle down for the Germans. Out there with Bas Disvel, who sends the puck right through the crease and out the other side. Brelich, long shot in. And that was fought off. Varnes to the blue line, not out, kept in. Felix Schrader, long shot, and that's stopped on the way through by Andreas Sundt. Best chance the Germans have had so far here in the second period. And the Norwegian goaltender Sundt comes up with his biggest stop of the frame. Tied at 1 here in the second period at the World Para Ice Hockey Championships in Moose Jaw. Back in Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan, Canada, the host here for the World Para Ice Hockey Championships. Real treat to be with you here on day 1 alongside Jamie Neugebauer. My name is Darren Dupont. And the face-off with 4:45 to go in the second period is inside the Norwegian zone. Norway's in red, Germany's in white. And it comes to Odin Bakke, who sends it all the way in ahead of Hugo Radler, who was there with pressure. Radler around the wall. That was behind Felix Schrader. Norway keeps the puck into the corner. Ulla Oyseth. Oyseth trying to work into the slot. Oh, a nice check. It's going to get called, though. Delayed penalty call against the Germans. As Ulla Oyseth took a bump trying to cross into the high slot. Norway still on the puck. The net is empty for the extra attacker. Puck comes back to the blue line for Vernes. Long shot in. That's inside the skates. Now the Germans will touch the puck and will get the penalty call. And so Norwegians will go back to the power play here. And it's been a tough game for Oyseth on the physical department because he's got hit a couple of times. Once he had to leave the game for a stretch.
Yeah, good to see that he's okay, but I think a little bit of frustration by Felix Schrader. Got a little tripping penalty on the way by there. He hasn't been able to touch the puck as usual, as he is very puck dominant in German games. And a little frustration penalty there, kind of clipped the Norwegian on the way by instead of moving his sled to get in a better position. And eventually, Darren, this German team playing with fire if they keep giving Odin Bakke and company power play opportunities.
Inside 4 minutes to go here in the second period. Norway been able to tilt the ice But I would guess be a little disappointed to be sitting here tied at 1. But this is their 5th power play. They want to capitalize. Always set. Down low. There's a shot on the short side that just missed from Lindgren. Now on the side of the goal. Puck is loose. They still have it. Now in the slot. Lindgren a shot. He can't get it through the crowd. And the whistle will go. Norway coming close on the power play. But once again, Simon Kunst and this German defense frustrating the Norwegians.
Keep your eyes peeled. Blue paint. Oh. Blue paint, folks. Just a mad scramble in front of the net. Kunst diving and dipping everywhere he could. Solberg got a whack. Bakke got a whack. Everybody got a whack. But Kunst able to use that big frame of his there and to take away space down low. In those tight spaces, the Norwegians have to find a way to get over Kunst's body because he's been able to take away the bottom of the net very well for the Germans in this game.
Well, another good chance there right off the face-off, and Simon Kunst is doing a great job inside that German goal. He is, right now, their MVP and their player of the game. There is no doubt about it. He's made 14 stops so far. We still have over 3 minutes to go in the second period. Clean face-off win for Norway. 1:17 to go in the power play. Comes to Bakke. Down low for Lindgren. Alexander Lindgren looking after with long with Bakke, but stripped by Frank Renack to the line, not out. Long shot in, that goes wide. Solberg first on it. Lloyd Remy Solberg, and now we're going to get an interference penalty. It's going to go against Norway. So that'll end the power play.
Yeah, more good penalty killing by the Germans, and of course they always say the best penalty killer is your goalie. As you see, Kunst able to hold the fort, and just more board battles down low. So many below the goal line in this game that have just been nasty, and trying to get the inside position right there was Solberg. Did it so illegally. And Germany doing a great job. It's not always about how you move the puck around and score on the power play. It's what your effort is like once you've lost it and there's a loose puck in the battle along the boards. And the German will has been outstanding in this game. They have competed like dogs in this one.
Lloyd Remy Solberg is in the box for Norway. So we'll play 4-on-4 here for 48 seconds. And then an abbreviated German power play. It'll be just Germany's second power play of the hockey game, and both of them have been abbreviated. Been a disciplined game from Norway for the most part, but that German penalty kill and their defensive zone play is frustrating the Norwegians. Now centering feed. Right in front, they score! One-timer. Jan Malt Brelich. And it's 2-1 Germany after all that defense. They get rewarded on the 4-on-4, and Brelich has broken the deadlock.
We look at the goal, look at the eyes. Quick eyes, quick thought right there. And the man in the middle of it, Herring, as you see, paws his eyes down at the puck, and he's going to move it that way. The Norwegians think he's going to go straight to the net, but he moves it out in front, and nobody was aware, especially Sund in the Norwegian net. Just a beautiful play, not just with his stick, but with his eyes right there by Bernhard Herring. And Darren, hard to argue that the best German on the ice, other than Kunst, has been Herring. Goal and an assist, and a beautiful assist right there. And it's a 2-1 lead for the Germans, who've done a great job killing penalty after penalty, and they get rewarded right there.
Get a little 4-on-4 action, and they lead this thing by a 2-1 score. Just their fourth shot of the period, but it was enough. They get past the goaltender Andreas Sund on a great feed from Herring. And now walking in, Barnes. It's a shot go that was blockered away by Kunst. 2 minutes to go in the second period, and the penalty now to Germany is over, so they'll go to the power play for 1 minute and 4 seconds. Again, just their second power play of the hockey game, and they'll have to start with a face-off in their own zone.
And not only that, but they get Felix Schrader back on there fresh for this power play, and we see Schlors, we see Schrader out there. Puck is going to be dropped in the German zone after the icing, so tough in terms of territorial, but Germans with a good opportunity here to end the second.
Scramble on the draw, still tied up. A couple of Germans helping out now. Lucas Schlors continuing to dig. Puck comes free. And Brelich, the goal scorer, is on the puck. Up ahead to the blue line. Felix Schrader. Schrader finding some room. Dishes it forward. Ingo Kuhle-Lowenstein. Little collision in back of the Norway goal, and it's cleared up and down the ice. 26 seconds to go in the Norway penalty to Lloyd Remy Solberg. German power play now away to center. Rennet. That's broken up. Boyset makes a move. Another one at the blue line, then gets clipped up again. Hard hit inside the line, will draw a penalty. And as Brelich touches the puck, we'll get another penalty. Is caught up with the front of the sled. And that's been a problem, and it feels like every time Ulo Oystedt makes a move to the middle, he's drawing another penalty.
Yeah, he's a little shifty guy there along the boards and keeps his eyes going up north. And then the Germans on the cutback don't want to let him just wheel into space in the middle. And the Germans on one side, yes, certainly, Darren, they're probably not happy with all the penalties they're taking. This is the sixth time that they're shorthanded in this game. But as I mentioned, their penalty kill has been magnificent. Perfect so far in this game. So why not keep hitting the Norwegians? You do not want to let Ola Oystedt have time and space in the middle of the ice right there. Not a bad penalty for the Germans to take.
Bernard Herring is in the penalty box for the third time in this game.
He's all over the score sheet there.
Sure he is. 35 seconds to go in this second period. He absolutely is. Picked up assist on the go-ahead goal. He scored the opening goal. So it's been an active night for Bernard Herring. 20 seconds left. The shot, they score! The Germans have found some life. Back-to-back goals. And they lead 3-1.
And it's Felix Schrader. And all this started because Morten Vernes, the veteran, lost his sticks. Couldn't get back into the play. Puck was dug free by the most dangerous German forward, Felix Schrader. To mention 16 points in 5 games in the B-Pool World Championships 2 years ago. And what a bullet over the right arm of Andreas Sundt. And the Hanover man, Schrader, with a beautiful goal, and it's a 3-1 German lead.
A short-handed goal, too. Now Norway trying to work in another strong defensive play. Radler now with all kinds of time in the corner. He's going to turn back and just eat this, and the period will expire. So a little rope-a-dope from the Germans. They sit back, they play defense, and when they get their opportunities, they've capitalized. Wow. Jan Malte Brelich and then Felix Schrader. Back-to-back goals from the Germans late in the second. They're shocking the Norwegians 3-1 through 40 minutes at the World Para Ice Hockey Championships.
Is it time to take your event online? Bring it to IKS Live. We've got a fully customized virtual event platform with remote guest support for your next fundraiser, talk show, conference, performance, and more. IKS Live offers live streaming to Facebook Live and YouTube and pre-recorded capabilities, both in our studio with green screen available and on location with pre-production and post-production services. Visit us at ikslive.ca.
My window's like a mirrored reflection. I have to steer you in the right direction. I have to trust that we can find a way.
On every trip, you can depend on Esso to be the place between places, connecting you to what's next.
Good morning!
So I got another parking ticket.
Play 92, number one for throwbacks.
It's Connor for Play 92. We'll catch you later.
It's your online portal to all things Moose Jaw. It's everything all in one location. Find it all at discovermoosejaw.com.
Mission Control, can we access the internet through that satellite?
Confirming GEO satellite is internet capable.
Why do you ask?
Hello?
Are you streaming music right now?
What y'all trying to do? Saskatchewan. 620 CKRM. Scores! Jägerbomb!
In his first Paralympic Games for Canada. Here comes James Dunn with his first Paralympic goal. Like he's been doing it all his life.
Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan on the nightcap of day one of the World Para Ice Hockey Championships. And Jamie, the surprise Germans have jumped out to a 3-1 lead over Norway after 40 minutes. As we welcome you back upstairs, again, Jamie Neugebauer, and my name is Darren DuPont. This has probably been the shock of the day, how well Germany has played defensively, sat back, and then been rewarded for with a couple of late goals.
Yeah, but, you know, the familiarity between the two teams, Darren's so clear, and maybe the Germans were underdogs coming into this one, but you know they weren't going to give an inch to the Norwegians, two Northern European rivals, and you said it right there, Darren. The Germans sat back, played their games, have killed penalties, have been physical, they've gotten great goaltending from Kunst. I think that's a big piece of it, and they got the goal when they needed it. Hernig, a goal and an assist, beautiful assist, and Felix Schrader, their most dangerous guy, finally got the puck on his stick, finally made something happen. And as you'll see in the replays and the highlights, Darren, it was a very action-packed, physical second period. They were going at each other hard. You could tell they knew each other. I've talked to one of the Norwegian coaches. He said they're like brothers, the Germans and Norwegians. They don't like each other. They know each other well. And 5-on-3, a little tic-tac-toe play. Didn't end up in the back of the net for the Norwegians, and that's been the name of the game in this one for the Norwegians. It's been missed opportunities. It's been the extra pass when maybe a shot would have been a better move. Lots of chemistry, lots of skill, lots of opportunity for the Norwegians. Only a goal on 16 shots. Many of those shots, good opportunities on Simon Kunst, but he's been very, very good in the German net, taking away a lot of the bottom part of the net. The Norwegians need to find a way to get a puck up on him or a lot of traffic in front. And there's that beautiful feed by Hernig right there to Berlag as the Norwegians thought he was going straight to the front of the net, decided to throw it out to an open man in the slot. And a beautiful finish to make it 3-1 at the time. And, you know, certainly the Norwegians were favorites coming into this one, but the physicality has been a big piece of it, and a big hit on Varnes in the corner created this for the Germans, and that allowed Schrader the opportunity in the slot to do what he does with a bullet over the right arm there of the young 21-year-old goaltender Andreas Sundt, who is in instead of the veteran Johan Grönli, the usual starter for the Norwegians. And Darren, 3 goals on 8 shots. The Germans making it count. There were 3 very nice goals. It's hard to argue with either of them, but big mountain for the Norwegians to climb, especially how well the Germans have played in this one.
Well, there was a good look at the stats after 40 minutes. 16-8 the total shot advantage for Norway. For a while, Germany was sitting on just one shot in the period. They got a few late that really made it respectable. It was 8-5 the advantage for Norway in that second period. But the numbers do Germany some favors. If you watch the period, it was really tilted in Norway's favor. So probably, well, not probably, they're disappointed to be on the wrong side of a 3-1 edge, but that's great goaltending, strong defense, and being opportunistic. So now Ken Babby and Team Norway have to find a way here in the third period. Their coach, there he is, Ken Babby. He's got plenty of experience. Of course, we've talked a lot about how he's come over from the Canadian national team to take over the Norwegian program. There's a ton of excitement around this program and optimism about the future and getting back to the success that they used to have early on when they were really having success. They just missed their first Paralympics ever at the Beijing Games, and they haven't medaled in Pool A at the World Championships in 14 years.
No medals in 14 years, but they had a bronze in 2010 in Vancouver at the Paralympics there. They had a silver medal in Torino, the Norwegians. So it's a program that used to be decorated. They got talent for sure. They just got to put it together. And Ken Babby, you mentioned, not only is he a Canadian, but he's from about 2 hours north of here in Saskatoon. So going to be back in his home province trying to make an impact with his Norwegian team.
Yeah, he played junior B hockey with the Saskatoon Quakers. Now he's set. As Norway trying to get into this game, they get still a little bit of power play time. 10 more seconds. They'll keep the puck alive. He's set. Turns it over. Germany, no, they can't clear. Held it at the line just for a moment. Now a 2-on-1. Schrader. Oh, a defensive miscue from Baki. Schrader walking in. Shoots. Big stop by Sund. Andreas Sund might have just saved the game for Norway. More pressure from Germany. Long shot deflected in. It's in wide of the goal. They score! After a great save on the breakaway, Sund misplaced the puck off the end boards. And who else? Bernard Ehring jumps on the loose puck. And it's 4-1 Germany.
With the mustache and the flow, boy, does he look like a hockey player. Bernard Ehring, Johnny on the spot, 2 goals and an assist. And Johnny on the spot, as I said, in the right place at the right time. Puck floated in, side of the net, around the blue paint, where you're supposed to be. And you mentioned it, Sund had just robbed the best German on the ice, and Felix Schrader. And then just a complete mental shutdown by the Norwegians in the defensive zone. Didn't take the man in front while the rest of the Norwegian players were changing. And now the mountain is even higher for Ken Babby's team.
Well, that's an unfortunate sequence for Norway. It started with Odin Baki just peeled off the wrong way. Didn't notice the puck with Schrader on the breakaway, but Sund made a great save on the breakaway. And then as the puck goes off the inboards, he just misplayed it.
Yeah, it was a little strange, too, because
I think he thought it was coming out the other side.
Well, Frank Renhawk had backed off for the Germans. It would have been a 2-on-1 for the Germans. He kind of peeled off. I think that kind of psyched Bake out, and that allowed Schrader a clear breakaway. Maybe we could see a replay, but a great save by Sund. And then very confused play by the Norwegians and an easy finish again for Hernig, who's taking 3 minors and has 3 points. He's just all over the score sheet for the Germans.
Burness sends this puck back in. Back out to the blue line. Klackig. He's going to turn back to try and find a little bit more room. He's under pressure by a couple of Germans. Just squeezes it over, and it will come out across the blue line. Ehring's got to send it right back in. give Bernard Ehring credit. He has not changed his game at all. You thought he might have at times been a bit of a liability, going to the box 3 times, giving this dangerous Norwegian team countless chances in the power play. But he makes up for that with 2 goals and an assist and helping lead the offense as well. He's all over the ice and such a dynamic player for Germany.
Hey, he's got a nose for the net. Certainly the Norwegians paying attention to Schrader and Renhak on the line helps him out too. Talk about, the Chris Kunitz of the world from the Pittsburgh Penguins playing with Sidney Crosby back in the day. Working out well for him, but definitely having a great game. Big boy too. He takes a piece of you when he hits you. And he's gone to the blue paint. He's demonstrated a shot too, and just mixing it up for the Germans, getting in there, getting involved.
Puck around the near wall. Jan Roger Klakik on it for Norway. Knocked off the puck. It's back out to center ice. Brelich skating back after it. Jan Mahl to Brelich. Up to center ice now. Head for Herring. Herring racing after it. That Rennick going to the net. Now Schrader, long shot off the outside of the net. Bakke up ahead. Feed to Hamra. Hamra battling after it. There's a chance they score. Ulo Øyset just picked that puck free, and Norway catches a break.
And what an eventful game for Ulo Øyset. Looked like he was hurt earlier in the game, came back and just lost that one in his feet. Did Jan Malte Brelage, and Øyset able to pick up the loose change. He was caught under the sled of Brelage and confused Kunst, pardon me, as well. And Øyset, Johnny on the spot, he knows where the back of the net is. And he's got a big goal. And though this Norwegian team has a lot of Vålerenga guys, VAF, from Oslo, it's the Krakene Moss guys who are doing the damage. Solberg and Øyset, who have gotten Norway back in this game. Is there a comeback on right now, Darren?
Well, they put themselves in position now with plenty of time left in this hockey game. Finally, they needed something to go their way. Good check in back of the net. Germany's still on it though. Centering feed, nobody home. And it'll be cleared out to center ice. So just the lone assist for Hamra. Germany though right back on the offensive. Ingo Kuhle-Lorenstein. Lowenstein battling down there with Hamra, who really got that goal created. Hamra will play it forward. Up ahead for Victor Kronenberg, and it's out to center. Germany will send us right back in. Slores sent it in, and Odin Bakke will skate it out to center. Bakke over the center ice red line, sends a long shot in. Kuntz will glove that out of the air and leave it for the defenseman. To the blue line. Nordstoga couldn't hold it in. And who's set? Oh, fake pass. Now plays it over for Bakke. They've got great chemistry. Bakke for Øyset. Øyset turns, fires, and he just missed the far post. We played 6 minutes. Now a backdoor feed. Scores! Ulo Øyset just squeaked it across the line. And it's a 1-goal lead for Germany.
What a beautiful pass by Knut Andre Nordstoga. He's been in the middle of it all. What a bullet. Through a million bodies, about 3 bodies, right to the tape of Øyset. That was beautiful passing from the veteran defenseman from Vålerenga. Oh my. Oh, we do have a hockey game, Darren, but that pass was exquisite from Mr. Nordstoga. And you mentioned it in the goal. Hamra put it in a good space for Øyset to take advantage in that second goal. And then Nordstoga does the exact same for Øyset right there. Game on, folk. Game on.
Back-to-back goals from Ulla Oiset, one of the leaders on this Norwegian team. And now they'll work the puck back out to center ice. The intensity is ramping up here in Moose Jaw. Clake forward. Varnes couldn't get that puck in deep. Now in the slot. That play broken up, and Germany will clear the zone.
We shouldn't be too surprised that it's a one-goal hockey game. The last time these two teams played each other at a World Championship was in 2017. Went to overtime and Norway won on a Bakke goal.
Alexander Lingrot for Varnes' shot that was blocked on the way through. More pressure mounting here from Norway. Lingrot for Oiset, and that's broken up. Nice chance from Lonstein to break that play up. Oiset in back of the net, left it there. Nobody's on it. So Jörg Vedda tried to play that puck forward. It comes out to center ice. Clake first on it for Norway. Right back in. Germany trying to complete a line change. Solberg gets to the puck first. He's got some room now. He's got players going to the net, including Clake. Tries to find him in front, but a great heads-up defensive play by Jan Brelage. Another collision. Big one behind the German goal. They tried to knock it forward. Here's a 2-on-1 shaping up. Schrader, Felix Schrader. He's got Herding going to the net, decides to shoot, and it went right through the front of the goal. Now Clake into the high slot. Clake walking in, and it's poked off his stick neatly by Hugo Radler. 6:38 to go now in the third period. And what's become an intense third period now. Frank Renak dumps the puck all the way in. Both teams are changing. Tied up inside the Norwegian zone. And Kronenberg will chip it off the wall through the neutral zone down inside the German end. Sklores circling back, the German defenseman hard off the wall. Oiset couldn't hold it in. Left there for Renak. Renak runs a long shot in. That's gloved out of the air by Andreas Sund. And we will get a stoppage in play with 5:59 to go in period number 3. Back-to-back goals from Ulla Oiset has Norway knocking on the door, just trailing by 1.
In his first Paralympic Games for Canada. Here comes James Dunn with his first Paralympic goal. Like he's been doing it all his life.
Third period here on day 1 of the World Para Ice Hockey Championships. Germany and Norway. And this has been a wild one. There's a shot from Bernard Herring, fought off by Andreas Sund. Germany sat back most of this game, playing strong defensive hockey and letting Norway really control and dictate the pace. All they did was score on their opportunities, though. Germany did, their limited opportunities, and jumped out to a 4-1 lead. But here in the third, it's going down 4-1. Ulla Oiset has taken over this game. He's scored back-to-back goals. Norway's now within 1 with 5:20 to go in the third period.
And the Norwegians probably happy that Andreas Sundt got a puck or two on him that last shift, because he had nothing to do for a while in the Norwegian net. And that's always a dangerous thing for a goalie, to be sitting and getting cold, waiting for that next dangerous opportunity to come.
Good battle now just along the wall. 2 on each side. Puck squirts free. Frank Renhack now just waits and flips this up into the neutral zone. Sulberg lost it inside the blades of the sled there. I think it's trapped right underneath, so we'll get a stoppage and a face-off inside the neutral zone.
All right, I'm going to take my quick soccer moment here. Congratulations to Erling Haaland, the great Norwegian, of course, and his Manchester City, on winning another Premier League title. And, of course, in Germany, crazy last day, Borussia Dortmund, sorry to say, blew it. Another championship for Bayern Munich, but former club, of course, Haaland, Dortmund was so close to dethroning the champs, but Munich getting the job done.
Oh, big hit, collision in center ice. Ingo Kuhle Lowenstein makes the bump. The German forward. Now up off the wall. Right back to center. And the Norwegian captain now, Knut Andre Nordstoga. Now it's a delayed offside for Norway, so they had to tag up. Allowed Lowenstein to leave it there for Radler. Sends it right around the boards for Jörg Vedda. Vedda, from his side, tried to get that puck out. Oh, acrobatic save as a long shot rainbowed in. And Kunst made a great save here. So Kunst keeping the Germans up by 1 with a wild stop here in the third period.
It's your online portal to all things Moose Jaw. It's everything, all in one location. Find it all at discovermoosejaw.com.
Mission Control, can we access the internet through that satellite?
Confirming GEO satellite is internet capable.
Why do you ask?
Hello?
Are you streaming music right now?
What y'all trying to do?
Final 4 minutes here in the third period, but it feels like we're a long ways away from deciding this final game of day 1. Norway trailing Germany 4-3 here in the third, but mounting pressure. That puck's going to be held in at the blue line from Morten Varnes. Now down low, centering feed, the one-time feed doesn't find the mark, and Bernard Hart will send the puck out. Herring to center ice. Broken up, and Odin Bakke will just chop that puck forward. Sent down the ice, so here's a chance now. Herring couldn't get the puck free. It's going to be ruled a hand pass, and the faceoff will come back in the neutral zone. Dangerous looking play as the puck got trapped up, but it's called, and we'll settle things down with 3:10 to go.
Yeah, there you can see Ola Ice had 2 more goals. He had a goal and 2 assists last time Norway was in the world, so they've already got double that. But the Norwegians still with 3 minutes and 10 seconds. The Germans really sitting back. You mentioned it, Darren, if they were sitting back before, they're really sitting back now. It's been really, really tough for Norway to get set up in the offensive zone.
Spinning back, Ingo Kuhle Lowenstein. Gets it ahead to center for Bas Disveld. Disveld will send it in. Jörg Vedda giving chase. Jan Roger Klakegg down there for Norway. Klakegg sends it forward. Oh, Disveld didn't know where it was. He was adjusting something and didn't see the puck come right to him, he would have had a good chance. Now Klakeg avoids a bump from Jörg Vetta. The Norwegian captain coming in to help out too. Knut Andre Nordstoga. Puck comes back. Martin Hamre for Norway. Now Nordstoga. Forward to center. 2:10 to go here in the third. Germany would be content to play as much in the Norwegian end as possible. And nice play by Kueli Lauenstein to send that puck in. Final 2 minutes now. Long breakout feed. Solberg gets the puck in. Brelich first for Germany. Solberg and Brelich battling down low. Little help on the Germany side from Lucas Skloris. Lindgren in there for Norway as well. Trying to get the puck free. Oiset. Oh, he didn't know where it was. It was right behind him. Sent around the wall. Varnes holds it in, but just for a second. Now to the line, and it does come out. 1:22 to go in the third. Germany will chip this forward. This is going to be an icing call. All the way down the ice. Brelich too far. And so a big moment here. And Ulo Oiset's been really good on the faceoffs for Norway, and they'll have an offensive zone draw upcoming, but we're going to get a timeout here from Norway.
Well, interesting that the Norwegians are using their timeout, Darren, because the Germans just iced the puck. And sure, Ken Babby can draw something up, but also give the Germans some rest here and put out their troops that they want and give as much breather as they want to draw something up. And German coach Andreas Pokorny has certainly told his troops, hey, just get pucks deep. Go in after it. Keep it simple. We don't need to go after it, get more goals, take any chances. There's only ever one German up on the forecheck in the last 5 or 6 minutes. Ever since Oiset got the third, it's been real simple hockey for Germany. And nothing has come easy for Norway since that third goal. Not sure they've gotten the puck anywhere that close to Kunst's net either, but we'll see what they draw up. 6 attackers now, Darren, for the Norwegians.
Now they're still having fun here in Moose Jaw. It's approaching 9 p.m. local time. And a face-off deep inside the German zone. Rennick for Germany and Oiset for Norway. 1:13 to go. Clean face-off win right in the slot. Back to the blue line. Long shot coming from Bakke. Kunst made the save. The puck is loose. Solberg trying to get to it. Still tied up. In a mess of players, they continue to dig away at it. Norway trying to come free with that puck. Finally, Kunst will get control of it with 52.8 seconds to go. But Norway wins another draw and creates a scramble beside the net. And they'll have another offensive zone draw here.
So look how the Norwegians draw up. And over here is where Bakke is. So the Norwegians want to win it, and they want to get it over to Bakke so he can create in all this space. As you run it, you'll see the Norwegians do what they get, and they flip it over. The Germans not aware this guy is caught. And then they do get the opportunity that the Norwegians wanted.
Net's empty for Norway. And that is a dagger. Ingo Kueli Lauenstein into the empty net. And the Germans have a 2-goal lead with 43 seconds to go.
Kind of a Bash brother vibe between Kueli Lauenstein and Bernard Herring. Two lines with long hair. Big characters, big hearts. And Lowenstein gets there first, wants it just a little bit more. And what a performance. Still not over. 43 seconds to go for Norway to try to climb back. But structurally, the Germans have adjusted well. You can tell a team is well coached that when their coach makes an adjustment, they follow through on it. Sundt is back in the Norwegian net. And this has been an excellent performance from the Germans back in the B pool. for the first time in a long time.
Now Schrader off the draw. Felix Schrader. Oh, big stop by Sue. Norway's got to move quick now. Just 30 seconds to go here in the third period. Germany's done a stellar job defensively, and now we'll get a face-off. It's going to be inside the Norway zone with 24.1 seconds to play. But this is a case of sticking to the system. If you're Germany, here's a look at that last chance and a good stop, but a 2-goal lead. Germany never overplayed the zone defensively all night. They clogged up the middle. They relied on their goaltender, Simon Kuntz, to make big save after big save, especially while shorthanded, and some timely goals on a limited number of opportunities. The real difference tonight. 15 seconds to go. And this is the upset of day one. Germany will join Czechia and China as the three teams with wins on day one here in Moose Jaw at the World Para Ice Hockey Championships. 5-3, the final over Norway.
What an excellent performance by the Bash brothers. Lowenstein, Herring for Germany. They got the game-winning goal by Felix Schrader, their go-to guy. And remember too, Darren, in the World Hockey Championships today, a silver medal for Germany and a win here at the Worlds in Para. And if you're involved in hockey in Germany today, get yourself a nice beverage, put a big smile on your face, maybe a bratwurst, and have a night, because German hockey, get up and celebrate. What a wonderful day for everybody back in Old Deutschland.
That's an excited group right there, and full marks. They've earned it. The German captain, Boz Disveld, talking to Felix Schrader after that one. Steven Betts coming over as well. Yeah, this is fun. And Jamie, this is just day one. We're just getting started here at the World Championships here in Canada.
Yeah, you mentioned it, Darren. Look, the Germans have a day off. They can feel good about it and have Italy on Tuesday. The Norwegians, big trouble already. Tough loss today, and they got the Chinese tomorrow.
So now we'll get into the closing ceremony of the game and the player of the games for each team. And each of the players who win the Player of the Game awards will win a beautiful signed print. It's indigenous artwork to the region here in not only Canada, but also the province of Saskatchewan and the community of Moose Jaw. And you'll see a lot of things on those beautiful paintings, including some great indigenous artwork, representation of all the countries. And when that painting walks itself out, you look in the top right corner, that is, we call it the prairie lily, or the tiger lily here in Saskatchewan, with that burnt orange. It's part of our provincial flag here in Saskatchewan, and a great tribute and a real memento for these players who win the Player of the Game honors. So now for Norway. Yeah, Ulla Øystedt, number 71 for Norway, had the 2 goals late in the third period that made this a 1-goal game. Øystedt was excellent in this hockey game tonight.
Yeah, really keyed that comeback trail for the Norwegians, and the positive for sure, they played a really good third period, started to shoot the puck, get opportunities, go to the right areas, and well-deserved 2 goals for Ulla Øystedt. He and Solberg working really well together, teammates back in Norway, and well-deserved player of the game for him.
Could be a few different players for Germany. You look at Simon Kuntz and the great game he had, 17 stops. And it is the goaltender, Simon Kuntz, the player of the game for Germany. And it could have been Bernard Herring, who had 2 goals and assists. He was really strong all night. Took the 3 penalties too, but he was a force physically. But this goaltender was so key in keeping them in the game and giving them a chance to get the offense going.
Yeah, the Germans 6 for 6 on the power play, Darren. We forget that. So the first and the second, it felt like the Germans were in the box the whole game. And Kunst able to make save after save, as you mentioned, and did a great job allowing his team to score some timely goals.
Before we say goodnight, we've got the German national anthem. It's one of the best traditions in international hockey, the anthem after a winning game, and tonight it's Germany. They'll shake hands, but day one in the books. Czechia over Korea, China over Italy, and Germany over Norway. Looking forward to more tomorrow, to day two of the World Para Ice Hockey Championships. It's Czechia, USA in the morning, Norway, China in the afternoon, and Canada, Korea to wrap things up in the night. On behalf of our entire production team, Jamie Neugebauer, I'm Darren DuPont. Germany with a 5-3 win, stunning the Norwegians. It's just day one, but welcome to the World Para Ice Hockey Championships here in Moose Jaw. And until tomorrow, good night from Moose Jaw.